And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Miami-Dade College in Miami, Florida for the Junior Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. The girls are on the floor as we are in the semifinal rounds. The girls of South Broward, who are our Ladies of Lourdes, they call them, in Miami, Florida, has won the most Junior Orange Bowl Girls Classic titles 3 straight, 96, 97, and 98. Take on a powerful squad out of Chicago, Illinois, in Whitney Young under head coach Corey Irvin. And we'll be bringing you all the semifinal action here. The boys will be taken to the floor in just a few moments here, but enjoy this girls action here as the girls of South Broward take on the girls of Whitney Young. And in just a few seconds, we're going to take it downstairs to our PA announcement for the starting lineups and opening game ceremonies. Well, there you have it, the South Broward Bulldogs taking on the Dolphins of Whitney Young here in this Junior Orange Bowl Classic girls semifinal game. The winner here goes to the championship. The South Broward, they took care of Ocelia, the Knights out of Kissimmee, Florida, 42-35. Whitney Young had an easy time of Miami Jackson, the Generals out of Miami, Florida. And as you see this, it'll be Whitney Young in the white and the red-clad Bulldogs of South Broward. Jumping up in midcourt will be Chanel Clayton. It'll be tipped and controlled by South Broward. It'll be Angela Smith bringing it up at the point, going from left to right in front of us. And the Dolphins backing up into a man. Handing off, number 32, Benaby. Benaby drives, kicks it out to the far side, over to Washington, possum 12, no good, down the floor. It's going to be picked up by Ashley Spear. She'll bring around and up back to Angela Smith. Around the horn it goes. Spear, being tightly guarded, drives, dribbles at near the top of the key. Now for the foul line, we'll take it and drain it there. Spear, 2-0. Here comes the Fran Smart, bringing things up in the court. Crosses cross-footed Taylor Jones. Gives it over to Paris Campbell, lays it up good right away. Girls of Whitney Young. Very tough squad out of Chicago. All right, on the board. We're all locked up at 2. 7:13 left to go here in the first. Angie Smith gets it down low inside to Clayton, and she walks with it. And so Whitney Young takes over. It'll be Smart bringing things up at the point again. Zone being employed by Broward. Gives it up to Chrissy Harper. Back around the horn it goes. Into Taylor Jones. Possum 12. Airballs it. Down into the hands of Clayton. And she'll push it over to number 32. Beneby. She drives. Puts it up no good, but a foul call. And that'll put Beneby at the line. The senior, 5'9". The girls of South Broward are tied with Miami Senior High for the most Junior Orange Bowl Classic victories, with 15 as Spear gets her third point, and the third point for the Bulldogs. Puts on the floor. Flicks the right wrist and rims out. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Whitney Young basketball. And here comes Smart. Moving things up at the point, hands off to Harper. Looks, turns, looks, still looks, gives it back up to Smart. Stutter step. Man defense being employed now by the Bulldogs. Gets it around the horn, over to the 31, Taylor Jones, and she puts up a short jumper. She's really been short with that jumper in the last two tries. And she's just one of those shooters that may need to get a little close to the basket and get a bucket to get warmed up here. 3-2 the advantage here. South Broward with that advantage. Here's Beneby. Puts on the floor against Jones. Inside the foul line, drains it there. Makes the advantage 5-2 now, South Broward. Here's a Francis Smart near the half-court circle. Right-hand dribble, looks, gives it up now to Buckner, who drives, puts it up and good. Camille Buckner, the senior forward, their first two. Now it's a one-point advantage for Broward. Oh, crossing over, hold up high, Angela Smith, no carry called. Gives it over now to Spear. Inside now to Beneby, who Possum 8, no good. The rebound put back is no good by Spear. And coming up with it is Buckner. Gives it over to Smart. Smart in between the circles, directing traffic. Backs up, goes top of the key. Gives it up to Crystal Harper. Possum 22, that's off the iron, no good. Beneby comes up with a rebound. And here's Smith dealing against Smart. Gives it up now to Clayton. There's an 18-footer that's going to go no good by Ed Spear. Rebound is Taylor. Jones behind the back. Gives it to Smart. Left open down the baseline. Three-pointer. Crystal Harper is no good. And coming up with it is Spear. Five to 4 the advantage now. South Broward leads Whitney Young in this semifinal action. And bringing it up the floor is the Bulldogs' Angela Smith. Gets it high left side. Drives, pumps it up off the glass, no good, but drew the foul. No one's going to get a whole lot of contact. Doing and drew the foul.
Angela Smith at the line.
And Angela Smith puts on the floor and misses the first. The foul shooting hasn't been that great this year. That's in both the boys and the girls bracket. But trying again. And this time draining it. And Angela Smith with her first point. 6-4 the score now. South Broward leads. Bring it up the floor now. Here's Taylor Jones. Three-pointer by DeFrance Smart.
Is good by DeFrance Smart.
So with that, Whitney Young takes the 1-point advantage. They're going to press to the point here as South Broward brings it up, putting on the floor is Crystal Washington. Pots from 8, one-hander, no good, knocked out of bounds. And so we got a little stoppage play as Fran Smart. That's tied ankle brace, has ankle braces on both ankles. Smith on the inbounds. Tight man defense. Can't find anybody, 5 seconds to call. Now, one thing you got to know when you take on a team from Illinois, they will defend big time. Here comes Smart, holds up high right. There's a three-pointer, Harper, and she misses there as well in her second offering. Ball down on the ground. And picked up by Chanel Clayton, and she'll hand off to Angela Smith. Smith puts on the floor against Smart. Gives it up around to Ashley Spear, drives, puts it up off the glass, too strong. And a rebound, knocked up into the air. There's going to be a foul called. Clayton had her hand on it. And number 13, Paris Campbell, came over the top.
A personal foul, number 13, Paris Campbell, her second, team's third.
And so Clayton puts on the floor, shots on the way, around the rim and off.
One more coming. Subs are in for the offense, including 22, Connor, and 32,
Chanel Clayton.
Anderson.
61 inches, a junior. Very young squad here, South Broward. And missing the second. In the game for the first time, Ashley Anderson. And she'll bring it up the floor. Goes over cross court to Harper, who hands off to the Fran Smart. Smart playing that basketball equivalent of the quarterback position. Harper gives it back up to Smart. Left side three-pointer, wide open, in there. Second bucket of the day. 10-6 score now. Whitney Young leads. Here's Smith. Hands off to Ashley Spear. Around the horn to Beneby. He gives it back to Smith. Up at the top, tries a lob to Beneby, gives it over. Clayton takes it from 12. That's good. So a bit of an up and down ball game here. 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter. And there's a steal coming out of the way. Ashley Spear stops, holds up smartly. And then hands off to number 32. That's Beneby, who holds up in the air. Gives it back to Clayton, but it's going to be knocked away. Chrissy Harper comes up with it. Now coming down the floor, there's a wide open. Number 32, Ashley Anderson for three. No good, but into the hands. Number 34, Camille Buckner. She puts it up. It's going to be a foul call. Both teams racking up the fouls kind of early here. Buckner with 2 offerings. Shots on the way. It is around and good. Buckner with 3 points right now. 2:09 left to go here in the first. 11-8 to score. And there's Buckner to make it 12-8. Just when I said foul shooting wasn't all that good. This got a little better right there. Ashley Spear, full court pressure being put on by Whitney Young. Gives it up to Clayton. Goes over to the far side now. Number 25, Crystal Washington. She drives, 10-footer. Good. That was a big bucket there for South Broward. And it makes it a 2-point lead. Harper, high right. Gives it up. There's a three-pointer by Smart. No good. Rebound coming up with it. Gets Buckner. Gives it over to Harper. Gets a little contact again. Left it wide open. Fran Smart gets it down underneath for the layup. Number 22, Kiara Koner in the game. Whistle blows. 30-second timeout called. 14-10 is our score with Whitney Young leading. And this is the semifinal action here in the girls bracket of the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl. Welcome back once again to Miami-Dade College. Nate Lewis with you here and of U.S. Sports Radio and working with our friends at All In Broadcasting. Thank you very much for enjoying this 2006 Junior All Orange Bowl Classic. 14-10 to score. And here comes South Broward with basketball. It is Ashley Anderson. Gets it into the hands. I'll check that. No, that is Crystal Washington. We got it from Daniel Beneby. Throw it out of bounds, and it's going to be Whitney Young basketball. As we are 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in this first quarter. 14-10 the advantage. Now holding it up high is Ashley Anderson. Tries to get it down low into Buckner. Lost the handle on it, out of bounds. And it will remain Whitney Young basketball. On the inbounds. With 44 seconds left. Looking around, gives it down into Buckner. Back up top, going to be taken away. Coming the other way now is Angela Smith. Puts it up off the glass, no good. It's going to be a foul called, grabbing her from behind Ashley Anderson. And Ashley Anderson actually was right in front of her, but couldn't get her feet set because Angela Smith way too quick for her.
Dolphins foul, number 32, Ashley Anderson. Her first team score from the line for the Bulldogs.
Smith, who has 1 point right now. Lowered his deficit before the second quarter. Shots on the way. It's good. And missing the second. Ball down on the ground. Now it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will remain South Broward basketball. Look like Taryn Randall is in the game right now. Got her hands on it. And so on the inbound, long inbounds. Gives it up now. There's Ashley Anderson. Takes it from 8. Off the iron. No good. Knocked around. It is. Randall comes up with it. Foul call. Maybe reaching over. Number 22, Kiara Conner.
Number 22, Ashley Spears, starting her first personal team's set.
And they're giving that to Ashley Spears. Yes, Ashley Spears. Take that. Reading the wrong roster there. There you go. Now ball down the ground. It's going to be taken away. Smith has it. Jump ball. And it's going to remain Whitney Young basketball.
Goes to the Dolphins and Whitney Young.
So looking down underneath. The ball's knocked away. Camille Buckner's able to come up with it. Hands off to the Fran Smart. 8 seconds left here. Smart near the half-court circle, 5 seconds. Stops on the foul at top of the key. Pops the three. It's going to be no good. Rebound and the putback is no good. And that'll end the first quarter of play. 3-point advantage for the Whitney Young Dolphins against the South Broward Bulldogs here. Semifinal action of the girls' bracket. This is the Junior Orange Bowl, and you're watching all of this via All In Broadcasting. As we're back to action in the second quarter, It'll be South Broward with the basketball. Here holding it up is Benaby. High left side, dealing against Randall. Turnaround, one-hander, no good. Gets the rebound, puts it back up. That's no good as well. Knocked down the floor. Able to get it back again. Goes cross court into the hands of Crystal Washington. One-hander's no good as well. Ball down the floor. Rebound put back by Benaby is no good. And finally coming up with it is Randall. Going to push up the floor now to France Smart. Goes up high left side to Harper. And hands off back to Smart. Man defense being deployed by South Broward. Here's Harper, hold up high left, gives it up now. There's Connor from 12, no good. Rebound knocked around into the hands of Crystal Washington. Still a 3-point advantage for Whitney Young. It's Daniel Benaby, up high left, gets it in the hands of Ashley Spear. High left side, Washington. Around the horn, Smith. Gets inside to a driving Clayton, who puts it up from 8. Yes, sir. Clayton with 4 points. 14-13 to score now. Broward has kept Whitney Young from really getting some distance here. There's a 3-pointer by Harper. That goes no good. Rebound put back by Buckner is no good as well, but it'll be a foul call. Buckner, the senior forward, 6 feet. Sets at the knees and drains it first. Buckner having a pretty good start to this game with 5 points right now. Been crashing the boards this afternoon. Now the second offering is no good. Rebound knocked around, down on the floor. It'll be saved on the inbounds to France. Nice save by Connor. Gives it up as Harper. 3-pointer left side. Good! On her 4th try, she gets the drain. 18-13 to score now. 6:20 left to go here in the first half. Now bringing it up the floor is Benaby. Holds and gives it to Ruthie Martin, touching the ball for the first time. Back to Benaby. Around the horn it goes. There's Martin. Around to Ashley Spear, who gets to the Benaby again. Benaby drives in the paint, puts it up off the glass. Nice move. Nice little slashing move, putting it up on the right hand. 4 points. 18-15 to score now. Harper, high right. Gets it around now to Portia Harris in the game for the first time. Puts on the floor, stops, leans into it, puts off the glass, no good. And the rebound taken down by Tersa Alexander to be a foul called. Yeah, it looks like that's going to go against Portia Harris.
A personal foul was charged to 55. Portia Harris. It's her first, team's 5th.
So both teams substituting rather liberally here early on. 5:32 left to go in the half. There's Benaby bringing it up at the point. There's Benaby crossing over in the paint, throws up a runner, bank, no good. Up in the air, around the floor, going to be picked up by Harris. And gives it to France. Smart holds near the half-court circle. Gives it up to Jones. Cross-court Harper, thinks about a 3, we'll take it. In and out, ball down the floor. And it's going to be a foul call as Teresa Alexander comes up with it. I think Harper bumped into her. And that'll be a foul against Harper.
Number 11, Chrissy Harper commits her first personal, team's 6th.
So we're down to 4:55 to go in the half. 18-15 our score. Whitney Young leads here in this girls semifinal. There's Benaby, lost the handle on it. Into the hands of France, behind the back against Benaby. Again, the second time, throws it up off the glass, no good. Knocked up into the air, a lot of white shirts around. Into the hands of Jones, she'll bring it back out. Left side, outside the arc. Hands it over to Harper. Harper cross court to Smart. Harper at the top of the key, trying to work cross court over into Jones's hand. Puts on the floor, now gives it up and down low. It's going to be a scramble for it. Buckner down the floor, still down the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball called. And the possession now will favor Whitney Young. Clayton will come back in the game now for South Broward. Sitting down is Ashley Spear. Here's Harper, high right side. Puts on the floor, goes near the foul line, takes it just inside the arc and drains it there. Harper now is finding her stroke. And that's going to spell more trouble, another score that Broward has to count for. 20-15 to score. There's Ruthie Martin, holds up high right, dealing against Smart. Gives it up around to Washington, who holds. Alexander to Martin, up at the top, to Clayton. Crisp passing right now with South Broward. There's Ruthie Martin, putting on the floor. Now had it knocked away from her, and she knocks it out of bounds. She's got out of control, so she's got her hand on it, knocked out of bounds. But nonetheless, it will go back over to Whitney Young. I like the way this Whitney Young squad defends. They really play a good brand of team defense. Here's Smart. Gives it up now to Jones. Pump fake, but one too many times with the steps. With 3:16 left is Beneby. Hands off to Washington. Backs up right side outside the arc. Stutter steps. Lost the handle on it. Lost it off the hip. The foul call. Reaching in. Take your pick. That's either Harper or DeFran Smart. That'll go against Harper. So Harper will be coming out. Charlie Ferguson, the head coach of South Broward. Well, missing the chance is Washington. Here comes Smart. Push up the floor, left-hand dribble, 2:57, yeah, left. Hands off to Ashley Anderson and had the ball kicked away from her by Crystal Washington. And so Whitney Young will retain possession. Here's Smart. Oh, it's going to be taken away. Here's Beneby. Going all the way, coast to coast, lays it up around and good. Beneby with a great steal, 6 points. And almost another steal. Ruthie Martin had a shot at it, but DeFran Smart comes up with it. Had the numbers for just a moment, decided to set up a play near the half-court circle. Gives it up around, there's driving in the lane, putting up off the glass, no good. Is Ashley Anderson of Whitney Young, but drawing the foul. It's going to go against Tersa Alexander. Anderson misses the first. Anderson has yet to score this afternoon. Gets a second or two. Takes it back to a 4-point advantage, 21-17, 2:29 to go here in the first. And here comes the Bulldogs. There's Beneby, holds up high right, gets it around the horn. Martin. Up to Spear, back to Beneby. Beneby has handled the ball most of the time. Just outside the arc, bank shot no good. Rebound, put back, no good by Clayton. And we fought for and taken down again. Here's Ashley Spear, knocked away out of bounds as he tried to get it out to Crystal Washington. And so South Broward will have the basketball once again. They've done a good job of keeping this very talented Whitney Young team really just close. There's Beneby. Thinks about it. Looks a lot of motion away from the basketball. Spear for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Portia Harris with 1:38 left. And taken away by Ruthie Martin. Went off of the hip of Harris. That gives up around the horn it goes. There's Washington, high left side. And we'll give it back over to Beneby. Back up left, goes to Beneby. Beneby putting on the floor, looking for help. Thinking about working into Washington. Gets it around Ruthie Martin, high right side. Spear thinks about it. Back to Beneby. Beneby putting on the floor, stops, has a shot blocked. Able to get it back. Put back off the glass and good. That's a nice, tough sequence. Beneby very determined. She has 8 points. 47 seconds left. They're backing up left side outside, right side outside the arc. Gives it up over there to Taylor Jones. Into DeFrance Smart. There's a three-pointer off the iron, no good. Anderson, the rebound put back. Taylor Jones with her first bucket. 21 seconds left. South Broward hope for the last shot here. And going to the locker room. It's a 4-point lead. (23-19). 2 seconds left. Here's a three-point. No, take that inside the arc. It was Ashley Spear. It falls harmlessly to the ground. But it looks like we got a good one here, folks, here in this Junior Orange Bowl Classic. 23-19 at the half. Whitney Young over the girls of South Broward. Back with second half action in just a moment. You are watching the Junior Orange Bowl Classic from All In Broadcasting. And welcome back once again to Miami-Dade College. Nate Lewis with you here on All In Broadcasting. It's 23-19 to score. The girls of Whitney Young out of Chicago are beating the home team right now. The girls of South Broward. And it will be Whitney Young with the basketball. Check that, it will be South Broward with the basketball. As Chanel Clayton on the inbounds. Looks, gives it up around to Beneby, who had a great first half. On a give and go to Chanel Clayton. 6 points. And first up on the board. 23-21 to score. Here's Crystal Harper, had a big three in the second quarter. Gives it up around to Jones, who hands off to France Smart, who throws up a runner, no good. Knocked up into the air. Down to the hands of Jones, who puts it back up. And no, check that, it's Paris Campbell, who puts it back up.
A personal foul, charge number 22, Ashley Spear. That's her third, team's first.
Fouls against Ashley Spear. Here's Paris Campbell, who had 2 points in the first half. And gets the drainer right there.
Campbell hits the first, one more coming.
And missing the second, Beneby with a rebound. Looks, goes coast to coast, throws it up. No, that's way out of control. And falling on it is Camille Buckner. Lost it out of bounds. And so to be Angela Smith on the inbounds. Holds it up high, 7:22 left to go here in the third. Gives it to Ashley Spear. Beneby puts on the floor. Stops, has it taken away by DeFran Smart. We'll run straight up the floor, put it up off the glass, and good. Going coast to coast, DeFran Smart with 8 points. So it's 26-21 to score. Beneby holds up high left now for South Broward. Tries to look it down to Clayton. We'll back up. Crosses over, looks, gets it to Clayton. And she got caught underneath. Up high, Taylor Jones, but she commits the foul.
Number 31, Taylor Jones, charged with the first personal team's first to the line, is 20. Chanel Clayton.
So Clayton at the line, shooting 2. And misses the first. And gets a second to 2 to Clayton. We're just underway here in the second half. 26-22 to score. Whitney Young with the advantage. Here's DeFran Smart. Goes up high left, gives it to Jones. Puts up a runner and good against the foul. So that may go against Beneby. Now check, that's going to go against Clayton.
A personal foul, number 20.
Jones at the line, shots on the way, it's no good. Rebound coming out with it. It's Campbell, lost the handle on it to the hands of Clayton. Pushing up the floor. There's Smith underneath, lays it up, no good, misses. Coming the other way now is Whitney Young. Campbell gives it over now to Harper. Three-pointer off the iron, no good. Knocked up into the air. And it's going to be a jump ball call on the rebound. And Ruthie Martin will come into the game now. On the inbounds to DeFran Smart, and puts it up good. 30-22 to score. Beneby, high left, at the foul line, stops, looks, gives it to Martin. Martin walks with it. There's DeFran Smart, pushes it over to Harper. Around the horn it goes. Jones holds up high, right man defense being employed now by South Broward. Down low it goes into the hands of Paris Campbell. Puts it up and puts it in. 5 points, Paris Campbell. It's now a 10-point advantage. Now for Whitney Young leads 32-22. There's Spear, who hands off to Ruthie Martin. Up high left, Crystal Washington. Ball knocked up into the air, down on the floor. It's going to be a scramble for it, coming up with it. DeFran Smart, I think she got away with a walk. Ruthie Martin picks her up at the point. Gives it over to Harper, high left side. Stops just inside the paint, puts it up and good. 7 points. Chrissy Harper. 34-22 to score now. Whistle blows, timeout call. Full timeout. And so Whitney Young, 34, South Broward 22 in this semifinal action of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic. We'll be back in just a moment.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, at 5 o'clock this evening, we're back in the boys' side of the bracket as Miami Springs will take on Cherry.
Well, back to action. Ruthie Martin on the inbounds. Gets it to Chanel Clayton. Clayton puts on the floor. Drives. One-hander off the glass. No good. Ball down on the floor is going to be picked up by Camille Butler. She'll hand off to DeFrance Smart. 34-22. 4:36 left to go here in the third. Here's Camille Butler. Hands off now to Randall back in the game now. Gives it over to Harper. Left side three-pointer is good. No, it's going to be a two-pointer. Right foot was on the line. What makes the advantage 36-22 now. Here comes Angela Smith. Has not handled the ball much here in the first half. They started off handling the ball quite a bit, but Beneby took over, has the ball right now. Looks, gives it back over to Smith. Pops three. Good. No, 2 points. She has 3 points total. 36-24 to score. Buckner double team. Looks at the half court line. And a timeout call.
And Whitney Young calls for a timeout.
So Whitney Young calls a 30-second timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout.
Well, we certainly had a great time here at Miami-Dade College covering this Junior Orange Bowl Girls Basketball Classic. As we mentioned, Whitney Young taking care of Miami-Jackson, the Generals, in action yesterday. South Broward, they started early in the morning yesterday to take care of the Osceola Cowgirls. So here they are in the semifinal for the right to go to the championship. 36-24 score. There's Harper, holds up high right, gives over to France Smart, right in front of the Whitney Young bench. Around to Camille Buckner. Back to Harper, there's Smart. Gets a pick from Harper, now looks. Tries to get down low, that's Connor. Now Harper for three, that's off the iron, no good. And the rebound down to Smith. Smith pushes on the floor, crosses over, backs up. Beneby crosses over in the paint, throws up a runner. Shot's going to be blocked out of bounds by Camille Buckner. Buckner with a great defensive play, got that hand on the basketball. Saw Beneby offering it up. That's Ruthie Martin on the inbounds. Long inbounds to Beneby. Her side of the floor. 3:17 left to go here in the third. Here's Beneby, holds. Right side outside the arc. Still holding. Gets around to Crystal Washington up top. Back to Beneby. Back to Washington. Tries to work down low. It's going to be knocked away. Trying to work it down into Chanel Clayton's hands. With a foul called. And that's going to go against Kiara Connor. With that, Ashley Anderson will come to the game. Long inbound again. Beneby gets it. Hands off to Martin, being tightly guarded. Able to get it around. There's number 25, Crystal Washington with a turnaround jumper. That's 4 points. Back to a 10-point advantage. Randall behind the back. But stutter step with it as he tried to hand off to Camille Buckner. There's a jumper by Ashley Smith, goes no good. Down the floor it goes. Connor in the basket, puts up too strong, off the iron. Rebound, putting it back up, no good by Connor. That was Randall with the initial layup. Connor with the putback, and she got fouled.
To the line is 22. Eric Connor, 2 shots.
And missing the first.
Substitution for
There's
the
Connor.
Bulldogs. 22, Ashley Spear. Placing number 11, Ruby Martin.
And the second offering by Connor is no good. Rebound knocked around, and Ashley Spear comes up with it. Here pushes up the floor now. Beneby looks for help. High right side. It's down into the hands of Ashley Spear. Puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound Connor. 36-26 remains to score here. Neither team has scored in about a minute and a half. Here's Randall. Looking down, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will remain Dolphin basketball.
Dolphin substitution. Chrissy Hoffer is back in.
Quick inbounds, goes into Connor, she pushes it up, gonna be a foul called. And that may go against Clayton. And if it is Clayton, it might be that's gonna be a third, I believe.
South Broward foul. Whistle against 20. Chanel Clayton. Her second.
We'll check that second.
4. To the line is Connor shooting 2 times.
And getting the first is Connor. And drains the second as well. Advantage goes back to 12, 1:48 left. Quickly up the floor now. Here's Beneby. Crosses over, high left, looks for help. Still looks. Doesn't get the Clayton, ball knocked up into the air. Around it goes Beneby, goes baseline. Tries to pass it back out. And it's going to be a foul call as the ball was taken away by Ashley Anderson. Chanel Clayton. Chanel Clayton gives a third foul in less than a minute. There's DeFran Smart, high right side outside the arc. Looks. This is down inside to Buckner for the layup. 7 points for Camille Buckner. 40-26 to score. Here's Beneby. Three-pointer left side, no good by Ashley Spear. Ball down the floor, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Whitney Young basketball, 107. Other side, ball knocked out of bounds. And so it'll be Dolphin basketball. Looking inbounds is Buckner underneath. Pumps it up. No, she walks with it. Now a little pressure at the point here on the inbounds. There's Smith dealing against Smart. Gives it up now to Spear. Hands off to Washington, who drives, puts it up, good in the foul. Nice move by Washington. Gets her 6 point, could make it 7th.
The Dolphins foul for number 11. Chrissy Harper, her third. Team's third. Washington at the free throw line.
And there's Crystal Washington with 6 points. Make it 7. To complete the three-point play. We need a lot more of that. Down 40-29 right now. And quickly on the floor is Ashley Anderson. It's over Randall. Now Smart will dribble back out. 36 seconds left to go here in the third. 40-29 to score now with Whitney Young with the advantage. Cross court it goes underneath Connor. Randall wide open and his shot partially blocked by Crystal Washington. Pushing up the floor. Smith lost the handle. Had it knocked away by Smart. And Smart did a good job slowing Smith down because it looked like she had a clear lane to the basket. Here's Smith. Gives up the Spear. Around the horn it goes. 15 seconds left. Beneby. Beneby double step. Gives it up now to Ashley Smith for three. Good! What a great looking shot.
That's number 12.
Smith, 5 seconds left. 40-32 to score. Whistle blows. Foul's going to be called. It's going to be a blocking foul called against Crystal Washington.
Crystal Washington, her third, team's 6.
Now on the inbounds, up at the top of the key. Three-pointer, back iron, no good. That brings the third quarter play to a close. 40-32 is our score, with South Broward threatening to get back into this one, but Whitney Young with just enough firepower to keep them at bay. 40-32 is our score. Fourth quarter coming up just a moment. You're watching the Junior Orange Bowl Classic on All In Broadcasting. Back out once again, Miami-Dade College. The home of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic, has been here for over a decade. And we're underway in the fourth quarter. There's Ashley Spear, gives it up now to Angela Smith. Back to Spear near the half-court line. Around to Benamy, who holds up high right. And if you are South Broward, you don't need to panic just yet. You've been able to stay relatively close. You know, just be very patient. Try to chip away at this thing. There's a runner off the glass and good. Number 20, Chanel Clayton. That's 9 points for Clayton. Going the other way, ball knocked out of bounds. Going across the floor, Camille Buckner tried to get it over to DeFrance Smart. She just lost the handle on it. .40-34 to score. Great opportunity now for South Broward. I figure if they're going to have a chance to win this one, they're going to have to get a bucket here. Here's Benamy. Gives it up to Angela Smith, high right side, dealing against Smart. Gets a pick, stops, looks, Benamy, three-pointer, big shot here. It's good! 11 points, Danielle Benamy. And a little full-court pressure. Here's Smart. Stutter steps, gives it to Harper. Tries to go up top, down to Kara Smith. Back over to Harper. Looks at Smart, gets to the Smart, high left side. Now dribbles near the half-court line, back over to Harper. Work it down low, inside to Harris. Puts on the floor, puts up a runner, no good. She walks. The defensive pressure now is really getting the Dolphins off kilter. 40-37 our score. Broward now down by 3. Again, they don't need to get it all right now. Just again, get a bucket and take the lead for the first time in this game. And going up high is Clayton. Trying to work it down low in the hands of Crystal Washington. It does. Turnaround jumper is off the iron, no good. Rebound knocked up into the air. Buckner comes up with it. Missed opportunity there for South Broward, but still plenty of time left there. DeFrance Smart looks, backs up, double team, dribbles around, top of the key. Gets it up around down to Tiara Jones, works it down low inside to Harris, and it's going to go no good. With a foul call. Good foul against Ashley Spear. That's a fourth foul. And then Ashley Spear, that's one of South Broward's better defenders. Beneby. Well, the foul's going to go against Beneby, as you hear. So that's only the third foul against Ashley Spear. It'll be the second offering now by Portia Harris. And this is there. Quickly up the floor now. Here's Beneby. High left side. Smith, three-pointer, big shot. Here, drains it there. We're all tied up. Off of the hands again of the Fran Smart. She got the inbound of Chrissy Harper. And that's going to be a timeout call. Whitney Young. We have a brand new ball game in this semifinal action of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic. And you're watching all of it right here on All In Broadcasting. Back out again at Miami-Dade College. And they gave it 2 points on that last three. So it's 40-39 to score now with 5:47 left to go in regulation. Here's Beneby with the basketball. Gives it up high right. Around to Washington with a shot to take the lead. Misses there. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Whitney Young basketball. Here's Buckner, a little full court pressure. Throwing it over the head of Harper and out of bounds into the Whitney Young bench. Another turnover and another opportunity with 5:29 left for South Broward. It is a matter of whether or not they can take advantage. Here comes Beneby, slowly bringing it up the floor. 5:18 left. Looks. Hands off to Ashley Spear, looks it down low, off to the glass and good, and taking the lead, Angela Smith, 41-40 to score. Here comes Smart, gives it around now to Harper. Down the horn it goes, Buckner up at the top, around to Smart, high right side. Up at the top to Harper, now back to Smart in between the circles. 41-40 our score, South Broward with the lead. Harper. Gets it around now to number 3. Oh, there's a nice shot by 31, Taylor Jones. And with that, Whitney Young takes a 1-point lead. Here's Beneby in between the circles. Hold and look for help. Goes on the high left side. Gives it up. Lob down underneath. Going to be knocked away out of bounds. Tried to get over to Angela Smith down low. Went over her head, and Smart and Harper, Whitney Young were fighting for it, and they lost out of bounds. So still a chance here for South Broward. Quickly on the inbounds. Got to be knocked away. Smart comes up with it. That good team defense once again paid off for Whitney Young. Push it down to the floor. Is going to be knocked out of bounds. It will remain Whitney Young basketball. And here on the inbounds is Jones in between the circles. Tight man defense being employed by South Broward. Yeah, whistle blows, and it's going to be a timeout called. So Corey Irvin, the head coach, once again calls a timeout with 3:51 left. And so the winner here will play in the championship game. The Nova squad here of Davie, Florida, will take on the team here that made things the best girl team in the tournament, Buena, out of California. Right now, both of these teams with their hands full. And the ball's going to be taken away. Here's Angela Smith in a one-on-one. Bounce pass. Beneby lays it up. No good. Contact. No foul called. Saved in bounds. No. It's knocked out of bounds. Wow. You would think that would be some kind of foul there as DeFrance Smart ran right into the hip of Beneby. And Smart is still down the floor, now getting up. A little help from her teammates. Well, still a 1-point lead for Whitney Young. DeFrance Smart stays in the game. Got to be smarting after that collision. But a lot of folks thinking a foul should be called here. That looked more like incidental contact. There's Harper in trouble. Looks, gives it to Smart. Smart back up to Harper, high right side. Holds. Smart at the half-court circle, dealing against Angela Smith. Puts on the floor, drives, runner, air ball. Down to the hands of Randall. Up top it goes Harper, stutter step, backs up, gives it back to Smart, the half-court circle again. Looking for help, high left side, Harper, thought about the three, gives it up inside to Randall, tries a handoff down underneath, going to be a foul call. Paris Campbell was the intended receiver. That's going to be the fourth foul against Clayton. And so that will put Connor to the line. Shots on the way, misses there. Randall, that is. Randall only has 2 points this evening. And the second offering is off the iron as well. Oh, that was a big sequence. It only makes the lead just 1 point. Had she made them both, it would have been a 3-point advantage. 3:07 left. Still a lot of time for both teams. It's Beneby. Bringing up the floor, right-hand dribble. Now gives it over to Smith, back over to Beneby, high right side. Goes down low to the hands of Ashley Spear. Three-pointer, no good. Fight for it down underneath there. Going to be a foul call. It's like it may go against Ashley Spear. Fourth foul against Ashley Spear, so there's 2 of the key players here for South Broward with 4 fouls. Big shots here. Buckner shooting the 1-and-1. Drains the first. Camille Buckner with a solid afternoon. That's her 8th point. And it takes time. Drains the second or 2. 44-41 to score. 2:52 left to go in regulation. Here's Ashley Spear. Beneby holds up high right. Looking for Smith. Crosses over, gives it over to Spear. Lost the handle, able to get it back. Back around to Beneby. Spear looks, lost the handle, only gives it up. Now to Washington. Spear. Around the horn, Spear. Left side, back to Beneby. Around the horn, there's Smith. 20-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Buckner finally after getting it. From Paris Campbell. Here's Buckner. Cross court, Harper sets 3. Iron, no good, and the rebound comes down to Buckner. Lost the handle out of bounds. Now we're at 2 minutes left. And here comes Beneby bringing it up the floor. Gives to Angela Smith. Looks. Gets around up top now to Washington. Around to Beneby, high left side. Beneby puts on the floor, goes in the paint, throws up a runner. It's off, way off, with a foul call. And it'll be a 30-second timeout called, and so we'll take one here as well. With 1:38 left to go in regulation. 44-41 to score. Whitney Young with the lead. You are watching the Junior Orange Bowl Classic right here on All In Broadcasting. So on the floor, Smart, Harper, Randall, Campbell, and Buckner. Countering Spears, Crystal Washington at the foul line right now. Danielle Beneby, along with Angela Smith and Chanel Clayton. Beneby hits the first. And of course, you got to hit your free throws. And getting the second. The big sequence there. 44-43. Full court pressure. Input on now. Here's Smart. Looks. Smart pushes it over to Randall. Back over to Smart. 1:26 left. Gets double teamed. Randall. High left side. Puts on the floor. Stops. Down to Harper. Back to Smart. Back to Harper again. Around it goes now to Smart. High left side to Randall. Randall looks. Gives it back up to Smart to half court circle. 56 seconds left. Was a long sequence here. And it's going to be a timeout call. So Whitney Young call a full timeout. We'll take one here as well with 53.3 seconds left to go in regulation. 44-43 our score. Whitney Young leads over South Broward here in the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Classic. Back to action, 53.3 seconds left. Whitney Young with the basketball. Here's Randall looking on the inbounds, tries to get it over to the France. Smart's going to be taken away, Ashley Smith. Big opportunity now here for South Broward. Down by one. Here's Beneby. Bring it up the floor, 42 seconds left. They may take their chances, just go for the last shot here. Whistle blows, timeout called. So South Broward will call a timeout, and we'll take one here as well, full timeout. 36.8 seconds left, and Whitney Young with a 1-point lead. South Broward with the basketball here in this Junior Orange Bowl Classic. Back to action. 36.8 seconds left. It'll be South Broward with the basketball. Angela Smith on the inbound. Looks for help. Gives it to Beneby. Almost lost a handle on the backcourt. Yeah, South Broward's going to take their chances and they'll work for the last shot. Trying to isolate Beneby right now. Gets a pick. Goes right side. Looks for help. Still looks. In trouble. Gets it up. Top. Back over to Beneby. Thinks about it. Stutter steps. Drives. Throws it up. Shot blocked out of bounds. 18.1 seconds left. Looked like Camille Buckner came in from the left side. Got her hands on it. Now 18.1 seconds left. 1 point lead. Here on the inbounds. They do get on the inbound. There's Washington for three. No, for the win. It's going to go no good. 15 seconds left. Coming rebound is Harper. She gets fouled in the backcourt.
A personal foul. Number 32, Danielle Beneby is her second. That is the 10th team foul.
So Harper will go to the line. So they have to force a three-point shot opportunity for South Broward if she can hit these two here. First on the way, it is good. You see Harper today had 7 points. That's her 8th. And gets a second or two, 3-point lead. Beneby's going to bring it down. Will have to shoot a three. Stops at the top. Looks, pushes it over to Smith. Pops a three for the tie. It's going to go no good. 3 seconds left. Not going to be there. There's another shot. Throwing it up off the glass. Going to be no good. Time expires. And advancing to the championship game, Whitney Young with a 46-43 advantage over South Broward here. So once again, our final score, South Broward falls short to Whitney Young out of Chicago, 46-43. You're watching the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Classic from All In Broadcasting.